My beloved child, there are seasons when I quietly remove from your life a connection that is no longer healthy. Not so you will fear everyone around you, but so you will understand that my protection sometimes comes through separation. There were hands that once held yours but did not truly lift you. There were smiles that once stayed very close but did not carry sincerity. There were conversations after which you left with a heavy heart, though you could not explain why. I saw what you had not yet clearly seen. I heard what you did not hear. I knew the intentions hidden behind words that seemed gentle. But I do not want you to live in suspicion, nor do I want you to turn pain into eyes that are always searching for enemies. I only want you to know that I love you enough not to allow what is false to remain too close to the place where I am building. When I remove a person or an influence from your life, you do not always understand it immediately. Sometimes you feel pain because of the empty space. Sometimes you wonder what you did wrong. Sometimes you grieve the memories, the things you once thought were close, even the version of a relationship you had hoped it would become. But my child, not every departure is a loss. Some departures are rescue, some silences are answers. Some closed doors are not meant to isolate you, but to protect the peace you fought so hard to keep. I do not prune your life because I despise you. I prune so that what is good may have room to grow. You have cried in secret more than you admit. You tried to believe the best in others, even when your heart had already been wounded. You overlooked small signs because you did not want to become suspicious. You blamed yourself for being too sensitive when you felt that something in a relationship was not pure. But I do not take your uneasiness lightly. I do not overlook the times you felt diminished, used, spoken of wrongly, misunderstood, or placed inside stories that did not reflect the truth. I was there, not to make you bitter, but to keep you from being swallowed by things that do not belong to the light. Remember Daniel in the king's court, the man who lived faithfully among people who were not all glad about his uprightness. They could not find any obvious fault in his work, so they tried to use his very faithfulness as a trap against him. Hidden conversations, plotted schemes, smiles before power, all of it seemed as though it could push him into the lion's den. But I saw, before everyone else saw. I did not stop everything from happening in the way Daniel may have wanted. But I stepped into the place that seemed like the end with him. I shut the mouths of the lions, kept him in peace, and then caused the truth to stand up before those who had plotted against him. Do you see? My righteousness does not need you to retaliate with trembling hands. When you belong to me, what is hidden cannot rule your story forever. In the same way, I am not calling you into this season to strike back at every word, search out every intention, or live as one who must defend their honor with noise. I am calling you into peaceful discernment. Discernment is not suspecting everything. Discernment is recognizing the fruit of a thing. A sincere person will not always be perfect, but their presence will not continually make you lose peace, lose dignity, or shrink the light within you. A healthy connection does not use closeness to control, does not use secrets to bind, does not rejoice when you grow weaker, and does not say one thing to your face while sowing something else behind your back. I want you to learn to look not only at words, but also at the fruit those words produce. If anything has been taken from you through betrayal, bring it before me. Bring the trust that was cracked, Bring the honor that was misunderstood. Bring the opportunity that was hindered. Bring the days when you lost strength trying to explain yourself to people who did not want to understand. I am not telling you to pretend it did not hurt. I am not telling you to call the wound small. But I also do not want you to build your home inside the wound. I want to heal you more deeply than merely showing you who was wrong. I want to free you from the need to keep proving yourself. I want to bring you out of the cycle of thinking it over and over again, so your heart can breathe in the truth that I saw. I knew, and I have a way to restore you without causing you to lose your purity. The restoration I bring does not always mean everyone will know the whole story. Sometimes, restoration is that you are no longer controlled emotionally by what they say. Sometimes restoration is that you can bless without returning to the place that wounded you. Sometimes restoration is me placing new people around you, cleaner relationships, and doors that do not require you to beg for recognition. Sometimes restoration is realizing that you do not have to lose gentleness in order to become strong. You can have clear boundaries and still keep a tender heart. You can step away from what is unhealthy without sowing resentment. You can remain silent with dignity. Because I do not mistake your silence for weakness. As for the things you lost in finances, opportunity, honor, or joy, I am not indifferent. But hear me in peace. I do not restore you so you can use blessing as evidence for revenge. I restore you so you can be free. I open a way so you no longer live under the shadow of old wounds. I provide so you may know that your source is not in the hands of those who disappointed you. I support you so you understand that no scheme can be stronger than my wisdom when you walk in the light. What I give you will not harden your heart. It will make you more grateful, more generous, more careful, and closer to me. Also be careful how you name others while you are in pain. Not everyone who leaves you is an enemy. Not everyone who disappoints you is wicked. Some people are simply not mature enough to walk with you. Some carry their own wounds and hurt you from the places where they have not been healed. Some are allowed to leave because their season with you has ended. I want you to discern without condemning recklessly, to keep boundaries without feeding bitterness, to speak truth without making your heart unclean with hatred. My righteousness always walks with wisdom and mercy. Today, let me teach you how to stand after betrayal. Do not rush to repeat everything in order to find people who will stand on your side. Do not lower yourself through angry replies. Do not let what they did turn you into a version of yourself you no longer recognize. Step back toward me. Let me cleanse your heart of the hurt that wants to become poison. Ask me to show you which people need to be kept at a greater distance, which conversations need to end, which doors need to close, and which relationships can still be healed through truth and humility. Not everything must be cut off, but everything must be placed under the light. My beloved child, I am working behind what you can see. I am restoring order. I am loosening you from bonds that made you tired. I am giving back the clarity that pain once covered. I am bringing you into a season where you will not need to beg for loyalty from those who do not know how to value your heart. I will teach you to recognize healthy people, receive the right companionship, and walk through doors opened by respect rather than manipulation. What once delayed you will no longer have authority over you when you allow me to guide you step by step. Be at peace. My child, I will not allow betrayal to write the final chapter of your story. I will not let what is hidden remain in darkness forever if it needs to be brought into the light. I will not let what you sowed in tears be forgotten. But I also do not want you to be bound to waiting for others to be exposed. Wait for me with a clean heart. Do your part with uprightness. Keep your mouth from wounding words. Keep your hands from acts of retaliation. Keep your heart from resentment. Then you will see that my protection is not only removing what is toxic from your life, but also keeping you from becoming someone transformed by that toxicity. I am with you in the season of revelation. But true revelation always leads to freedom, not chaos. I am with you in the season of restoration. But true restoration always makes you softer, not more arrogant. I am with you in the season of being lifted. But true lifting always brings you closer to the light. Stand up, shake the dust from your heart, and continue walking as one who is loved, protected, and taught. Falsehood may have come near you for a season, but it cannot remain where I am placing truth. What was lost may have wounded you, but I can still make flowers bloom on ground that was once trampled. You are not forgotten. You are being led out of confusion, into peace, and forward beneath my merciful hand. My beloved child, listen with alertness. Not everyone who comes near you carries pure intentions. There are those who enter your life with a soft smile, with sweet words, with the appearance of being a friend. Yet, inwardly, they quietly observe your weaknesses. They learn how you react, how you trust, how you hurt, and then seek a way into the areas within you that have not yet been healed. They do not come to build you, they come to disturb the peace I placed within you. But do not be afraid. I saw it before you recognized it. I knew the hidden intentions before they had time to appear through action. I heard the words spoken behind your back. You saw the plans built in darkness, recognized the falsehood covered by the appearance of friendliness, and because you belong to me, I intervened. I did not allow you to be swallowed by what was hidden beneath the mask of familiarity. I intervened because you are mine. I intervened because I have called you to a purpose greater than what the enemy wanted you to believe. I intervened because what I placed within you is too precious to be destroyed by jealousy, manipulation, or lies. No enemy, whether visible before your eyes or hidden in the shadows, has the right to ruin what I have appointed over your life. What I have placed under my protection will not be destroyed by human hands. I am not only removing what is toxic from you, I am also replacing the traces of hurt with blessing. I am replacing curses with words of life. I am replacing betrayal with wisdom. I am replacing pain with strength. I am replacing silent tears with a song of victory. Everything you thought was loss can become testimony in my hands. Every place where you were wounded can become, in my light, a place where you are healed more deeply. The plans formed against you are losing their strength. The lies that tried to cling to your mind are being exposed. The traps once hidden beneath false closeness are being pulled into the light by me. While you are listening, I am causing what does not belong to me to collapse, and at the same time causing my good plan for you to rise. The enemy's plan cannot stand before the dawn of my will. You are entering a new level of favor. but that level requires deeper discernment. Not everyone who applauds you is truly glad when you move forward. Not everyone who checks on you truly wants your peace. Not everyone near you is permitted into the deepest places of your life. I will teach you to love without naivety, to forgive without opening the door to repetition, to remain tender without losing boundaries. I am breaking the chains that held you in lack, delay, and weariness. I am removing the bonds that made you believe you could only stand at an old level of living, in an old fear, under an old limitation. The delays that once discouraged you are being placed again in my hands. The doors that seemed locked shut are beginning to move according to my timing. I saw you waiting while others moved forward. I saw you praying while some mocked your faith. I saw you keep faithfulness in the season when no one encouraged you. And today, the atmosphere around your life is changing. Not because you created that change by your own strength, but because I am breathing new life into places that had become dry. I am opening doors of favor you could not open for yourself. I am placing before you opportunities that are not built on striving, but on my arrangement. What I open, no one has the authority to shut if you continue walking in obedience, humility, and trust. Receive this confirmation. I am placing a divine covering over your home, not so you will live in fear, but so you will know that your family is not outside my sight. I am protecting the people you love. I am touching the places in your family that need healing. I am soothing tensions, breaking painful cycles, and bringing light into rooms that were once heavy with anxiety, misunderstanding, and hurt. I am also caring for your health. I do not want you to enter the new season with an exhausted body and a weighed-down mind. I am calling you back to a rhythm of rest, to proper care, to peace deeper than circumstances can give. I am renewing your strength, not only so you can keep enduring, but so you can live more fully in what I have prepared. Your destiny is being preserved in my hands. What I have written over your life is not erased by a season of chaos. The promises I placed upon you are not cancelled by the opposition of others. The doors I appointed for you do not disappear because you were delayed. I have rebuked the devourer for your sake. I have stopped many attacks you never knew about. There are things you thought were delays, but they were actually protection. There are things you thought were losses, but they were my hand pulling you away from danger. Today, I want you to know that this battle does not end in your defeat. I am leading you out of the place of attack and into the place of restoration. I am bringing you out of confusion and into clarity. I am bringing you out of the fear of betrayal and into the wisdom to choose the right people, the right place, and the right time. You do not need revenge. You do not need to prove yourself. You do not need to fear what is hidden. I am the one who exposes, protects, and restores. Therefore, stand firm in peace. Do not let the falsehood of others make you bitter. Do not let wounds close your heart to everything good. Do not let what you have gone through make you doubt my protection. I am still with you. I still cover you. I still guide you. And when everything is revealed, you will understand that I fought for you in places you could not see, kept you from things you were not strong enough to resist alone, and prepared for you a new season, where my light is stronger than every darkness that ever came near your life. You have reached the time when I will act clearly, so you will know that not one drop of your pain ever fell in vain. The months when you were misunderstood, the times you were betrayed, the moments when you had to swallow your tears and keep standing, all of it has been before my eyes. You thought some things only wounded you and then passed by, but I quietly gathered every broken piece to turn them into the foundation for your rising. I will not let pain have the final word over your life. I will not let the people who once underestimated you become the authors of your ending. I am your Father, the one who sees both what you say and what you hide. And now I declare that the season of being buried will not last forever. I will bring you out of the pit of shame, out of the place where you once felt forgotten, and place you in a position of honor in a way no one can deny. My beloved child, there are things others intended to use to make you collapse, but in my hands, they will become steps that lift you higher. The betrayal that once wounded you will be turned by me into a lesson in discernment. The closed doors that once made you cry will become protection from places unworthy of what I placed within you. The laughter that once pierced your heart will be silenced before the peace and maturity I build in you. You do not need to answer every doubt, chase every person who misunderstood you, or prove your worth before hearts that deliberately refuse to see. I will prove it for you through fruit, through restoration, through doors opened at the right time, and through the steadiness in your eyes when you are no longer ruled by what is old. Just as I once lifted the forgotten from a low place into influence, I can also lift you from being looked down on into being respected. Just as I once placed the voice of someone who seemed powerless in the right moment to change the destiny of many, I am also restoring the voice within you. And just as I once anointed the one who was underestimated in the presence of those who did not believe, I will also make clear what I have chosen in you. But remember, you are not lifted so you can become proud. You are lifted to testify of my faithfulness. You are not restored to retaliate. You are restored to walk in freedom, no longer carrying the chains of bitterness, no longer living under the shadow of what others did. Therefore, prepare your heart for this new season with humility and watchfulness. Heaven is not silent about what you have endured. Arrangements are moving in ways you cannot yet fully see. Paths that were once blocked will open at the right time. Things that once made you anxious will begin to shift. But I want you to understand this. The greatest thing I am doing is not only changing the circumstances around you, but changing the steadiness within you. I am making you no longer tremble before human words. I am making you no longer need recognition from those who wounded you. I am teaching you to walk as one who is loved, chosen, preserved, and guided by a hand that never makes mistakes. Every area of lack in your life is being touched by my wisdom. Where you lack peace, I bring calm like clear water. Where you lack resources, I open clean paths of provision. Where you lack courage, I breathe new strength into you so you will no longer avoid what needs to be faced. Where you lack faith for tomorrow, I remind you that the past does not have the authority to lock the future. The wounds within you are being healed layer by layer, not through haste, but through patient love. I do not only bandage the surface, I go to the very place where you were pierced deeply, where you once wondered why you were treated that way. where you once promised you would never open your heart again. I come there so you will not have to live closed because of those who did not know how to value you. Your relationships will also be rearranged. Some will leave, and their leaving will become freedom. Some will return with true repentance, and you will have the wisdom to know how far the door should open. New people will be brought into your life, not to exploit your wounds, but to build what is healthy with you. I will teach you to distinguish between reconciliation and returning to an old cycle, between mercy and lack of boundaries, between forgiveness and allowing wrong to continue having authority over your life. You will no longer live in confusion. My light will make clear what needs to remain, what needs to be released, what needs to be healed, and what no longer belongs to your new season. The doors connected to resources are also being placed again under my guidance. Do not think provision can only come through one path you are used to seeing. I can open opportunities through work, through the right connection, through an idea, through a wise decision, through an unexpected return, through things once delayed now being released. But when resources come, keep your heart pure. Do not let old lack make you grip them tightly in fear. Do not let new abundance make you become careless in haste. Steward as one entrusted. Use what I give to build, to lift, to restore order, to heal places that were once ruined. True blessing does not only fill your hands, it illuminates your purpose. Even the complicated matters, the situations that require justice, the circumstances where you feel cornered, I am stepping into them as well. I can turn hearts, expose truth, bring timely vindication, and open a way where you thought there was only a wall of stone. But do not try to force everything through impatience. Stand in uprightness. Keep your words clean. Let your actions be clear. Do your part with faithfulness, and place what is beyond your hands into mine. I do not need you to fight with chaos in order to protect what I can protect with power and precision. My beloved child, this is not merely a passing moment of relief. This is the beginning of a new chapter, where I re-establish your path with mercy and wisdom. I am rewriting your story not by erasing what happened, but by turning it into evidence that you have been kept. The parts of life that once made you ashamed will no longer rule you. The days when you thought you had failed will become the place where others see my restoration. The times when you were abandoned will highlight the faithfulness of the one who never left you. And as you step into this new season, you will not only say that you overcame, you will know that you have been transformed. Be ready, but be ready in peace. There may be apologies that come late, repayments that arrive unexpectedly, opportunities that come without warning, and openings that leave you silent because you know only I could have done it. But do not place your joy completely in human reactions or visible things. Place your joy in me, the one who was with you before anything changed. If someone who once turned away returns, listen with wisdom. If unexpected resources come into your hands, steward them with gratitude. If honor is restored, keep yourself from pride. For what I am doing in you is greater than outward vindication. I am building a new person steadier, softer, clearer, and freer. My child, lift up your head. The season of shame is not where you will remain. The season of being doubted is not your sentence. The season of pain is not the final chapter. I am lifting you, healing you, filling the empty places, reopening what was locked, and leading you into a dawn your imagination has not yet touched. Walk slowly, but firmly. Keep your heart near me. Let your restoration become a quiet yet powerful testimony that pain in my hands is never wasted. I am not only protecting you from what tried to destroy you, I am lifting you above it, so you may step into new life with gratitude, wisdom, and a light that cannot be extinguished. Do you feel the stillness returning? That is me. That is my hand restoring order in your space. That is my presence surrounding you, covering you, protecting you, and leading you into a new season that is cleaner, clearer, and steadier. I am not only healing what you can see outwardly, I am also touching the hidden places that have been worn down by weariness, doubt, and unrest. I am dissolving the chaos that once blurred your thoughts. I am breaking the fear that wanted to tighten around your heart. I am teaching you to breathe again in peace, to stand again in steadiness, and to recognize that your home does not belong to darkness, but to my covering. The one who once tried to make you collapse has been silenced under my power. The impure influences that once tried to creep into your life have been cut off by me. I exposed the trap before your foot was caught in it. You were very close to an invisible ambush, closer than you can understand. But I stopped it at the right time. You did not see the whole battle, but I saw it. You did not know everything that had been arranged against you, but I knew it beforehand. And because you belong to me, I intervened with mercy. I am the one who watches over you. I do not sleep over your pain. I am not careless with the dangers around you. Even when you rest, I am still working. Even when you no longer have strength to ask, I still preserve what belongs to you. I know how difficult silence has been for you. I know how deeply being misunderstood has wounded your heart. I know there were times when you wanted to explain, to defend yourself, to tell others the truth, but you chose restraint. You chose not to be pulled into arguments that do not produce light. And I want you to know this: your silence was not weakness. That silence spoke louder than the lies. The peace you kept reached farther than any drama others tried to create. When you did not answer with bitterness, you allowed me to become your advocate. When you did not retaliate, you made room for my justice to act at the right time. Now, the reward for your patience and self-control is being poured out in the way I have appointed. I am shifting the atmosphere around you. The resisting forces once used to delay your blessing are losing the authority to stand. The schemes built to distract you, exhaust you, or pull you away from the upright path are being reversed. What once tried to harm you will not be able to complete its purpose. I have spoken over your life a command of protection. No thing formed against you has the right to prosper when I have placed my covering hand upon you. No accusation, no scheme, no delay, no darkness can be stronger than my good purpose. Therefore, rise in peace. My child, you will not merely survive this season, you will grow, blossom, and step into the radiance I have prepared. What once frightened you will become evidence that I protected you. What once wearied, you will become the place where I reveal new strength. Your home will be filled with peace. Your mind will become clear. Your heart will be steady. And you will look back and recognize that I fought for you in battles you never saw.